What is up, Discarte fam? So happy to have you back. If it's your first time here, this is a show where I talk about content creation, entrepreneurship, and wealth building. We are almost at 5,000 subscribers. What is up, Discarte family? Guys, again, it's so amazing. I'm forever thankful for you people. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't yet, please click the subscribe button. And in this episode, we're gonna talk about how to speak English properly. It's kind of a weird title, but it's something that I've been seeing a lot of in the comments section. And so just to relate this as to what this channel is all about, learning how to speak clearly, may it be in English or even in Tagalog, will help you produce better content. Because the more people understand you, the more people are able to connect with you, the better they feel your emotion, the better you develop a community, and overall, it makes for good content. Now, when it comes to business, everyone knows that crystal clear communication is so essential to business when you're dealing with your suppliers, when you're dealing with your business partners, when you're dealing with absolutely anyone in regards to marketing, when it comes to sales. If you're watching this video and you don't have a job or you want to take up a new job, you might be able to find these tips useful as well when you're going through an interview for your dream job. So my learning of English came really early on as a kid. And it was implicit learning. And if you don't know what implicit learning is, in a nutshell, it is just you learning without you knowing that you're actually learning already. And so now I'm gonna give you 5 tips that hopefully will help you speak English better. Number 1, guys, I always talk about mindset in every single video, and even in this situation, mindset is still very important. I'll tell you why. A lot of Filipinos I know just don't like speaking English because people will tease us. The Filipino people like teasing each other when it's sort of like smart shaming. When someone's trying to be smart or someone's trying to do something that isn't cool or isn't being done by a lot of people, most people like to tease. And so, for me, I did not care at all. And speaking in English, habang Pilipino ka or hindi ka rich kid, or hindi ka konyo para mag-English, takes a lot of guts. Diba? And the reason I think why a lot of people are commenting down below asking me how I do it is because they are shy. Most of you are shy. You lack practice because you are shy. And a perfect example to see this confidence situation is if you check out the vloggers na Pinoy sa States, na full-on Tagalog talaga yung alam nila. They moved there, they started speaking in English, and they really sound American, right? They get all the accents. They literally sound like they're from the States, but they've only been there for a couple of years. Why is that? That's because them practicing there where people are speaking in English, people don't care. If you're a Filipino and you're trying to speak English, people don't care. And so they're not shy about it. Like I said kanina, diba? Pag dito ka nag-English, wow, social, wow, konyo, wow, RK. And so, heading into the game, if you really want to improve speaking in English, you just have to understand that or accept that people will tease you. People will really look at you like some weirdo. But honestly, guys, personally, I've gone through so many opportunities because I can speak eloquently, I can speak with confidence, I can speak with clarity. And so, whenever I think about people teasing me, I don't care. It's worth being teased. Yung pangit na kaklase mong inaasar ka na,
wow, rich kid naman. Wow, konyo naman, pa-English. Wow, ang talino.
Or yung tita mo na,
Ano yan pa English ka pa dyan, di ka naman mayaman.
well worth it, guys. I think it's just well worth it. And, as a matter of fact, they're only teasing you because they can't speak English themselves. And so, knowing that people will tease you and anticipating that is really important for your confidence. Knowing that, yeah, people will tease me, I don't care, plays a very, very huge part in being able to speak English clearly and confidently. Number 2 is a lot, but this is where a majority of this video will really circle around, is get reference, listen, memorize, and recite. I really ever only learned through listening. So I encourage you to watch more movies in English, more series in English, more podcasts, or even just watch YouTube videos that are in English. And on top of listening, the real learning actually happens when you practice it, when you actually say the words. This is why I use series and movies as references. Number 1, being that they are stories, they're easier to remember. Also, if you want to practice speaking English to other people, telling a story is more engaging. Even in sales, even in negotiations, telling stories is how people retain information better. Just basing off of experience and finding success in what I do, I really have found that practicing with stories and eventually applying it to the real world is very, very effective. So what you want to do is find a movie or find some series that you like, try to get the transcript, and literally imitate what they say. So what I used to do is I would memorize short phrases like, they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. And yeah, I look stupid. Guess what? I don't care. Really immerse yourself in how they're saying it, what they do when they're saying it, because these are things that I feel like are very, very important and essential to, to be able to flex your mouth is also really important, right? Being able to get your mouth used to speaking words that you're not really used to, and hopefully you find that you improve from there. Now, this isn't magic. Again, you're gonna have to keep on practicing. But if movies or series aren't your thing, then it can be poetry. And so you work from short sentences or phrases, work your way up until you actually memorize entire speeches. Honestly, I absolutely love this stuff. I would even go as far as completely imitating the character, get into character, feel what they feel, and speak the way they speak. I'm not great at the advice.
Can I
But
interest
can I
you in a
interest you in a sarcastic
comment?
comment? And so by doing that, you learn speech patterns, you learn expressions, you learn humor, you learn banter, you learn proper grammar for everyday English. This is also something that would loosen you up, because I come to realize that Pinoys are very formal when they speak English. They speak in full-on grammatical structure. Whereas if you really want to speak the way that Americans do, for example, or other people that know how to speak English, there's a lot of small nuances that make you feel or sound like you're speaking English in a very comfortable manner. And eventually you learn the difference between I'm going to try to, or I'm going to try to, or I'm going to try to. Here's a word I hear a lot from call center agents: usually or usually. And so these are the stuff that you really only ever learn hearing it from other people. And in this case, if you don't have a lot of people speaking English around you, then all you can do is watch series or movies and try to practice that way. And if you don't want to do this, you can just read off a book, read out loud, and if you don't know how to pronounce one of the words there, all you have to do is go to Google and then type the word and then type pronunciation. So yeah, guys, getting a reference, listening, observing, and eventually trying to imitate helps a whole lot when you want to improve how you speak and how you carry yourself when you speak English. And so guys, one really important word that you also have to learn a lot and master is smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Number 3 is immerse yourself. You're really gonna have to speak English all the time if you wanna sound natural. Kahit natuksoin ka, kahit na magmukha kang tanga, speak English regularly. Live and breathe speaking English, because if you really want to improve, you've got to give it your very best. And again, you can practice on your own. Speak to yourself. I know a lot of people that practice speaking to themselves. You can record yourself speaking English, and then when you're done, review the recording or the footage and try to see where you're having trouble, try to see where you need improvement. Again, you're gonna sound weird, but hearing yourself, not speaking, but hearing yourself from speakers, for example, really will let you examine what you're doing wrong. If you want to go as far as finding someone or a partner that you could speak English with, there's a lot of resources online, or try to find one of your friends. I'm pretty sure someone out there also wants to learn English the same as you, because having a partner and doing a back and forth with someone else really gets you into that conversation mode where you actually practice speaking to someone. If you both don't know how to speak English properly, then you can research at the same time. It just makes the entire experience way more fun than just doing it yourself. The point is, you converse with someone, you give constructive criticism, and it's also a way for you to get developed into a relationship with that person. Joke lang, guys, but it really does pay a lot to have someone to practice with you. Number 4 is pacing and being mindful. I feel like there's a lot of people out there whose minds work faster than they can speak. So, anong nangyayari, nauutal sila kapag nag-English na sila. Once you begin to speak English more and more, you will find that you will get confused. And the best way to not get confused is to pace yourself. Also, notice when I speak, sometimes I actually go really fast. I forget to be mindful, I forget to pace. And I've found that a really good way for me to pace is by stressing some of the words and enunciating some of the words more than others. In that sentence alone, you'd notice which ones I stressed out and which ones I enunciated better. On top of that, if you haven't noticed yet, in my videos, I like to move my hands around. It's because when you move your hands around, you can also use it to be able to have you express the words better, express what you mean better, express your emotions better, and even pace. And so that's why I keep on moving my hands, because really, especially when it comes to sales and you're on the phone or you're in front of other people, you're doing a presentation, being able to use your hands to express what you're trying to say or convey is very essential when communicating properly in public or in content or in a business setting. And last but not the least, I'm probably going to do a completely different video on this one, is confidence. A lot of people are asking me, how are you confident when you do your videos? How are you confident when you speak? Guys, confidence is a byproduct of you knowing what you're talking about. So one of the biggest factors when you want to be able to speak English properly or communicate properly in general is having a structure around what you're gonna say and what you're going to express. Plus, being knowledgeable about what you're actually gonna talk about. So you see a lot of this in your job, you see a lot of this if you're in sales, you see a lot of this when you're doing content, you see a lot of this in podcasting. And so what I've found in my experience is that I really only ever connect when I'm 100% behind what I'm saying. I need to have a really decent amount of information and knowledge on a specific topic for me to be able to express myself eloquently, for me to be able to be understood by other people. I have to know what I am talking about because that emanates from you. People hear if you are lying. People hear if you're not confident about what you're saying. And so confidence plays a huge part, but it really begins in the amount of knowledge that you have, in the amount of purpose that you have about what you're talking about the topic that you're talking about, or about, the negotiation that you're going to go through. So, it's emotionally charged, pretty much. It's emotionally charged with intent, with pacing, with passion. And also, guys, this is something that I tried just a couple of hours ago, actually yesterday as well. But I eventually found it boring and I fell asleep. There's a website from Yale University giving you a lot of free resources to improve your English. If you want to do it that way, that's fine as well. And so I've got a link in the description down below for that. Check it out if that's your thing. At the end of the day, guys, everyone knows practice makes perfect. Keep on practicing, keep on learning, keep on finding ways to improve your speaking, because this is a thing that you'll forever be doing, and this is also a thing that will forever give you a lot of different opportunities in life. That's it for this episode, guys. Before I go, I just like to thank again everyone. It's been amazing, guys. I'm growing so fast. I'm so happy that it's happening because it's taken me a while to be able to do this. That's crazy. I was 500, I think, 2 weeks ago. And so if you want to ask more questions, follow me on Instagram and ask them over there. If you like content like this, if you want to keep on watching content like this, please subscribe because I'm gonna be making more of these videos. And also, again, please don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, Discarte fam. You guys are awesome. Stay safe. And with that, my name is Mendy and this has been Discarte with Mendy.